Hi, this is Kate, and I am totally obsessed with bags and here today to open a bag for you. As with a lot of my recent unboxings, this is something that I bought from The Real Real. This is one of 4 bags that I have to unbox. It'll be a treat to see what it is for you when I open it up. The pro of opening a box from The Real Real is that you get to live and experience the unboxing with me. It's a surprise for both of us, but there's a little bit less fanfare, not as much fancy packaging, no big ribbons, no champagne unless I brought my own, which sadly I did not. So let's get into this box and see what we have. Not only do I not know what is in the box, but I don't know how it will be wrapped. So sometimes it does come with a designer box, the designer dust cover. Sometimes it is just in The Real Real's packaging. So sometimes when I open the box, I know what it is immediately, and sometimes I don't. So let's open it together. First glimpse, I don't know what it is. Still don't know what it is. I'm getting warmer. Here is The Real Real dust cover bag. And if you look closely right there, you can see that there is a Louis Vuitton dust cover bag inside The Real Real bag. Let us take off a layer. A bag within a bag within a bag. It's like the Russian dolls, except better. I know that this is a Capucine, which you know I love. And I think I know what color it is, but let's wait and see. Let's open it together and see if it lives up to my expectations. We have Carmelita here who is super excited. Coco and Chalupa are over here. They are both asleep, so they are not excited yet. We'll see if opening the bag makes them more excited. Carmelita, stay awake. We're getting to the good part. This is a beautiful ombre capucine bag, and it's going to go perfectly with my outfit because it is navy and white, and I am wearing navy today. In fact, when I was getting ready to do this, I was hoping that I was not going to open a black bag because I don't have any black on, all navy and white, just like this bag. And we have the beautiful Capucine, which is one of my favorite bag styles. I got my first Capucine in Amsterdam. I absolutely love it. It is a classic look, top handle bag. The two things are my favorite, and it carries quite a bit. My favorite size bag, my favorite shape bag, pretty much my favorite bag. And I have to thank my lovely sales associate in Amsterdam for turning me on to these bags, because before she pointed out the Capucine to me, I really just loved the Louis Vuitton Speedy, which is another one of my go-to bags, but you can't have too many go-to bags. A couple things to point out before I open it is the detailing of the Capucine. We have the Louis Vuitton floral logo here, and then the Capucines have this detailing here, which is in honor of the trunks and the luggage, which is how Louis Vuitton first started. So there is some nice detailing with this. The color is the white to navy ombre, and it is the texturized leather, which I like. I don't like a flat leather bag. They kind of look boring to me. And it also helps with it getting scuffed or covering up any marks or imperfections that might happen to your bag. Another nice point of this bag is there is this navy blue piping on the top, which will come into play because generally I like to wrap my top handles in a bag like this with a scarf to add a little bit of individual flair, maybe add an extra color, so putting a pink ribbon on this. But I'm going to have to think about whether or not I want to put a ribbon on this bag. I almost never say no to the ribbon, but given the change of color, it might be a little bit too much. This has enough going on, I think, as it is. And then I do really like that detailing. My approach is always that adding a scarf should elevate and improve the bag and not cover up something that you like. So, for example, I hate the Gucci bamboo handle. So wrapping that handle is like the best thing that has happened to me, because I have a Gucci bag with the bamboo handle that I almost never use because of the handle. So it can help cover up something that you don't like. But when you do like something, it seems a shame to do that. Diving into the bag, ooh, it's very pretty. I like the inside of the Capucines because it is a fairly organized bag. You have two main compartments here that are big, and then you have a side pocket at the top and the hook closure as well. So the hook closure will help it keep its shape when you put things in, and then the flap just slides down there, and then you have the Louis Vuitton detailing right here. With this size, you can fit quite a bit in this. This can easily be a work bag. It might, I don't know if this would be a dinner bag. It might be a theater bag, an event bag. For me, it's a little conservative to be a dinner bag. It's a little big to be a wedding bag, but I could see it being a going to the theater bag. It does carry a lot, so you'd have space to utilize for things that you'd need for an evening out. It's a really nice work bag because it carries a lot. It has some dimension to it, both literally with the textured material, but also with the color. I'm going to show you real quick standing up so you can get a little bit of a sense of how it looks in relation, I guess, to my body. Even though I keep saying that it's great for work and that I wouldn't take it out, I think I will take it out tonight because it goes with my outfit so well, and I like to take a new bag out for a spin. Moving on to what fits inside. I know it's going to fit inside because this is not my first Capucine rodeo. Always start with my phone. I have a giant phone. I have a case on my phone. I have my AirPods attached to the case. So it is going to be pretty hard for you to have a phone that's bigger and has more volume than my phone. So I like to keep everything on my phone when demonstrating a bag. I do have bags that I need to take the case off or take the AirPods off, and that's fine too, but this is going to fit in here perfectly well, which makes this a great bag for the day or for a longer evening out. I'm going to put the phone in the pocket that is closest to me. That pocket seems a little bit more narrow, which is fine, and plenty of room for my phone, but it's going to give me the bigger pocket for, yes, the Gucci sunglass case, which is our litmus test of how much this bag will fit. This sunglass case is giant, so if this sunglass case fits, yours will as well, and this is going to fit into the front pocket. You can see here that I have a phone case on top with the AirPods, and then the sunglass case on the bottom. Both of those things, especially with the AirPods, is going to keep the shape of the bag, and then it makes it super easy to just slide my other stuff on top. So I have a wallet, probably like a lot of you. Sometimes I don't even bring my wallet. I just use my phone and maybe stick a credit card in my bag. But I don't have to worry about real estate too much with this bag, so that will certainly fit in. I have a lip gloss, I have my car keys, and there's so much room left in this bag. So there is ample room if you wanted to bring some makeup, an additional pair of glasses, anything else would easily fit in this. If you had a bigger wallet that you didn't get to use a lot because it doesn't fit in a lot of your bags, then it would fit in here as well. This all fits well. So here the bag is with everything in it. keeps its shape perfectly well. It is a structured bag, so it's going to keep its shape no matter what. But this is a comfortable weight. It is not too heavy, even though it is a high quality leather. I just think it looks great. I do have a couple other Capucines, as I mentioned. I'm going to get those, as well as maybe another bag or two to compare this for you. Hi, I'm back in my closet, and I have a couple bags, obviously, to show you. So this is the first Capucine that I bought, and you can see that it has the beautiful ribbon done. And this is the Capucine, the BB size, which to me is the medium size. I do have a mini. My mini is the mink, and that is like wrapped up and in a safe place. So I didn't get it out for the video, but it is smaller than this. Heads up with a mini, I would only buy one mini because it doesn't really fit your phone. It's not a bag that I think I'm going to get a lot of use out of. In fact, when I was in Poland recently, I went to a Louis Vuitton store and the bag that I loved only came in the mini size. And I just couldn't justify getting another mini bag because it isn't practical when I have the bigger iPhone. This is the BB size and this is the MM size. Obviously, the MM size is bigger, which to me is what makes it a little bit more conservative and keeps it as a work bag and not as much of a dinner bag. Whereas this bag, the BB size, probably is my preferred size. I tend to like medium sized bags, but it is small enough that it's just like a little cuter, a little less conservative, a little less formal, and I would use this for an evening before I would use this. Now, this is going to be far more functional for a daytime bag because it's going to hold more, obviously, but to each their own. The other bag that I want to compare it with is another one of my favorites. My favorite bags are, okay, pretty much anything Chanel, but the Chanel flat bag, or the Chanel boy bag, but putting Chanel aside, the Lady Dior, either in the Delight fabric or in one of the leathers, the Speedy, and then the Capucine. Those are the bags that I can have in a million sizes, a million different colors. They hold a lot, they are functional, you can dress them up, you can bring them more casual. I have to, of course, compare this Capucine with this Lady Dior. So this is not a Delight with the python leather. I know, so pretty. And then a ribbon as well. I did this ribbon all by myself. I have to say, I'm getting better at it. Looks great. And with the medium size Dior, it is quite a bit smaller than the Capucine. The medium Dior is more similar to the medium Capucine. And I would argue that it holds more. It's slightly taller, but it is also not as tapered. This is a rectangle, and then these are rhomboids. I can't say enough about the Capucine. Love it. Functional bag, very pretty, very classic. It's a higher price point bag, but it's something that you can use for a long time. This style, as I mentioned, it's classic. This and the flat bag and the Lady Dior, these styles aren't going anywhere. The Speedy, I think, a little bit, like that's younger. It would never be an evening bag, depending on the quality that you have it in and the colors that you have it in. Maybe it's a work bag, but both the Lady Dior and the Capucine can really be used day to night, particularly with the smaller size. While I was showing you these two bags, which both have the ribbon, I thought maybe I want to see how the ribbon would look with my new bag. I happen to have some spare ribbons right here, and I can tell you that my initial instinct was correct. I think if you use any type of ribbon that has a pattern, so this, for example, just showing you what it will look like, it's just too much. It is too much to have this pattern with the ombre of the bag. Maybe if it was a more similar color, that would work. With this, the pattern, my intuition was correct. I mean, to each their own. Maybe some people would like it, but between the textured leather and the already patterned ombre, having a pattern in the scarf is just too much. So then I thought about, what about a solid color scarf? I don't have a pure solid scarf, but with a lot of the Dior scarves, the reverse side is a little bit more solid. So I'm going to just wrap this real quick. I'm going to try to wrap this so like the Dior part doesn't show, because I don't like mixing labels like that. But if I did like it, I could easily get a more basic, non-patterned scarf from Louis Vuitton. I definitely would not do red. Like the red, white, and blue is too much. But again, I feel like it is taking away. I'm trying to envision that if I had like a plain pink, if I would like that. But I think really with this bag, I love the ombre. I don't want to distract from it. So I am going to use it like this for a while. And maybe if I come across the perfect scarf at some time, I can add it. When I was thinking about this bag, because this bag does have the pattern with the python and then has the patterned scarf. I love this and I love how this looks. But the difference to me is that this has both the textured leather and the colored pattern. So it's not a solid white, it's not a solid blue. I try to be very mindful when I add a scarf that it's making the bag better and not just making the bag different. One more look at the bag in action. I am giving this bag 2 thumbs up. I am obsessed with it already. I am obsessed with this bag. I'm obsessed with you. And of course, I'm just totally obsessed with bags. Thanks for watching and see you soon.